Hi guys, we're back. Welcome to the Comedy and Custody podcast. I'm Sasha Frank.
And I'm Nebulous, Niang.
It's so good to be back.
Welcome back, Sasha.
Yay! Woo! Different location.
But same old furniture.
Same old furniture, yes.
And
hopefully some new stuff to talk about though.
maybe
Absolutely.
after all these months.
Do you remember when the last one was?
Before you gave birth, like maybe a few weeks before.
Okay, so it was while I was pregnant.
Yes, you were pregnant.
Okay.
Are you still pregnant?
I'm definitely not. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I am not still pregnant. I hope you didn't ask that because I still look pregnant.
No, I didn't mean it that way.
I know.
Yeah, no, not at all. No. You look great.
Thank you.
And you're like more dressed up than ever before.
Well, I mean, so obviously we filmed when I was pregnant. I put on during my pregnancy, I think about 60 or 70% of my body weight.
That's insane.
That's insane. And I was a super fit person before. Too sick to work out, and all I could do was sit and eat.
I mean, you're building new children.
And I you know, he's a relatively big baby compared to the fact
How big?
I think he was 3.14, I think.
That's so funny.
I think that's whatever pi is, I think is what he was.
He's a pie baby.
Which is funny because I ate a considerable amount of pie when I was pregnant with him. And
that's a pretty big baby.
It is a big baby. And my daughter was teeny tiny. She's still teeny tiny now at 13. So yeah. And I in turn was, you know, as pregnant women do, which is completely okay, was bigger than I had imagined I would get. And I have worked really, really hard to lose. I haven't weighed myself, but my personal trainer estimates a good 20 or so has come off.
20 kg?
Well, I mean, yeah, certainly since I was pregnant, but
including the 3.14159.
Yeah. Yeah, and then all the other gross stuff that comes out. But I've been, you know, and everybody's different. And, you know, for the women that, you know, don't do it so quickly, that is still amazing. You know, I have the luxury of time because we are here in Singapore and I'm on maternity leave. And of course we have help. My mother-in-law's here as well to help out with the baby. So, you know, I've had the benefit of time to go to the gym and do lots of walking and things. So thanks. And you didn't ask. You didn't ask, really, and I've told you.
I really didn't.
No, sorry guys. I've been wanting to get that off my chest. But
well,
yes.
I mean, you know, it was important to you, and you worked hard for it, and I'm very happy for you.
Thank you. I'm definitely a lot happier. But you know, and also I stopped breastfeeding a while ago, which I think it makes it much easier to moderate your diet according to things like that, rather than according to what the baby needs, which is of course the most important thing.
Which is
what the baby needs.
Yeah, what does the baby need?
What do they need? Lots of good fats for mum to eat. Lots of good fats. I don't know because I didn't breastfeed for very long.
It's okay. I feel like there's a lot of pressure to breastfeed. There's a whole lobby, and although I did it some time ago, I remember feeling so much pressure to do it. And then on top of all of the stuff that a new mom is going through, it was just a lot, you know.
So it was interesting. My first, I didn't breastfeed at all. And the reason I didn't breastfeed is that I had her in the UK and there was so much pressure to breastfeed, which there is everywhere, right?
Yeah.
And it just went the wrong way for me. The pressure put me off entirely. You know, I had her, I was on a ward of, I don't know, 10, 20 women with the curtains open, and they just come around, the nurses and midwives, and they kind of literally like force your boob.
In the UK.
Yeah, force your boob into the baby's mouth. Almost whether you like it or not. And I just was so uncomfortable in that situation. So I never breastfed at all. But when we had this baby, my husband and he had a little bit of jaundice.
Your husband?
He did. He's got jaundice, bless him. No. the baby had jaundice. And that meant he had to be formula fed mostly with just a top up of
what a great
breast
reason.
milk. Yeah. So because they have to flush the jaundice out.
Yeah.
Which they can't do when you're just learning to breastfeed. So for me, I was like, okay, pressure's off. I can do some breastfeeding, but mostly he's going to get his, you know, calories and whatever from formula. So I actually ended up breastfeeding. And
yay, jaundice.
Yay. Yeah, I think that's what the medical profession says is yay, jaundice.
That's under J. Yay, jaundice.
That's their slogan.
Yeah.
Jaundice.
Yay. The Jaundice Lobby.
It's, well, it, you know, obviously would have rather he hadn't had jaundice, but that worked out for the breastfeeding because it chilled me out a bit on that front. And I've just realised, by the way, I'm sitting in a rocking chair and it's rocking. So if anyone watches this and I look like I'm having some kind of episode where I'm just rocking backwards and forwards.
No, we just did it to make it harder for the video editor.
We did. Sorry to our lovely video editor. You don't have to edit out the rocking. I don't even know if that's something that...
No, just use AI and then you're going to have like, you know, things coming out of your head.
What would you write in AI, do you think? Make it look like this lady is not randomly rocking. It's, I don't know. We've gone well off piste.
I was going to say that when I was breastfeeding all those years back, like my boobs, I was going to make this whole point about how big boobs are actually worse for breastfeeding than small boobs. Do you notice this? Have you been checking everybody's boobs?
Well, I haven't. And also I've got a third type because I've got fake boobs. But it didn't seem to be.
But how does that work? Tell me.
I don't know. I have no frame of reference. I have only...
No, but like, what do you mean by how? Yeah, no, that's an actual question which I want to be answered.
Yeah, I don't understand the question.
The question is, how does one breastfeed with breast implants?
I don't really understand the biology of it, but I don't know if they go round or I don't know.
It's just like regular.
It's just regular
there's
breastfeeding.
Like something there which the ducks have to like duck.
I didn't have to like pop them out, or anything before I fed. No.
So everything's like normal.
Well, yeah. The only thing is, I thought that because I have breast implants, this is like a PSA to anybody that's thinking about doing this, but also thinking about having more kids. I thought that my boobs would not change after pregnancy because I had my first set of implants, albeit many years later, because they had, as they do, kind of dissolved in pregnancy with my first.
Wait, say that again.
So I had
the boobs or the implants?
The boobs.
So
my real boobs
that
had kind of dissolved by a pregnancy, as they do, and then many years later I had...
By dissolved you mean they have gone towards the floor?
They deflated.
Yeah, but
they had deflated.
Yeah, they've become like a little plastic baggies.
They'd evaporated into...
Well, they haven't... because they leave behind like a shell.
They had. The insides have evaporated. The outsides were just there going...
to like get things right.
Yes. Meanwhile, the outsides were like, huh? Guys, what happened?
Right. No, that's me. That's me. So that's why you got the implants.
So I got implants many years. I mean, my daughter was much older.
I feel like I haven't spoken to you for so long.
Okay.
That I'm like tripping over everything. So just to be very clear, right, on the record, like did the implants come after the first child?
Yes.
Okay.
Many years after.
Okay, many years after.
7 years after. 7 years after.
Okay.
So I thought that because of that, because I hadn't planned to have more kids.
No, you hadn't.
And I thought that because I'm doing this gesture, I thought that because of that, whether I breastfed or not this time round, they would remain exactly where they were.
But no. What's happening?
So they, in fact, they kind of sorry, this is a lot of information.
No,
they kind of have remained. The implants have somewhat remained, but the emptiness and the lowering has still happened
because the plastic bag has gone through another round of expansion towards the floor.
Well, yes, but then the actual my skin has.
Yeah,
but the implants have stayed where they are.
Yeah,
it's not as terrible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean that sounds
it's like they've taken root.
They've taken root. So if you imagine they've stayed, but the skin has. Now that's actually not a terrible look as it goes. If anything, it's made them a little bit more natural. But I've paid a considerable amount of money to have them not look natural and to have them, so I could practically balance my chin on them. So, but
like this, like a cup.
Yeah, so perfect, exactly. So I can't remember why we're talking about this.
Because I was curious.
Long story short, guys, I did breastfeed this baby. But not for terribly long, and I actually stopped because I had to take some medication that wasn't compatible with breastfeeding, and it was time for me to move on to the next phase anyway. So
Yeah. I think the reason we were talking about it was I was talking about big boobs and small boobs and how small boobs make more milk than big boobs.
Someone else told me this.
Paribus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone else told me
and
that.
It's completely true.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I guess for the people who may not know that much about breastfeeding who are listening,
yeah,
like it's a whole thing. It's not as natural as they make it look on TV.
No.
Like it's a whole like procedure. Like there has to be a latch, and the baby cannot just like suck on the nipple like this. The baby has to like open wide like a alligator.
Yeah.
And the boobie, like the nipple has to go the back of the throat, like hop.
Yeah.
It has to be like a hop. That's not what the nurse said, but this is my interpretation.
But it is absolutely true.
But also, I was really bad at it, so maybe it's wrong. But anyway.
You breastfed both of yours for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, but there was hardly anything coming through.
Okay.
So that was a whole other thing. But what I was going to say is, it's because that's why, like when your boobs are really big, it's like trying to smash a bowling ball in the baby's face.
I see.
So how are you supposed to get to the nipple to the back of the throat if you're like smashing a bowling ball? It's easier if it's like a lemon or something, right?
Interesting.
Yeah. So like my babies could never latch, and my boobs, because the other thing about breastfeeding, the demand induces supply.
Yeah. So the more you feed, the more you produce.
But then also the supply requires demand. So if you do not empty the breast, they're going to get swollen and they're going to get infected. And so it's just like constant fear and pain for me, at least.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I definitely learned is like, if you don't breastfeed, then your boobs, they swell up and they get enormous. Mm-hmm. So I would just like, if you're going to go out for the night and you're not with your baby, definitely don't breastfeed, because then your boobs look fantastic when you go out.
Yeah,
that's not the lesson, is it?
No, I wasn't thinking about going out.
No, I know.
Yeah, but good point.
Yeah, if you want your boobs to look giant and fantastic while you're out,
just get pregnant.
Just don't feed the baby before you go out, and then they're enormous. That I was writing that to tell on stage, and I feel like I've tested it now, and it's not worked. It's not landed, has it?
Who's in the audience though?
I don't know, but it's great. Now I know not to use that one.
So tell us more about how your comedy has been. Have you gone back to comedy?
I have. I went back much earlier than I thought. So we'll get onto the serious bit first. Mm-hmm. So what happened was 6 days after JJ was born, I had an appointment with him, because you take the baby for our first appointment. And the 2 days before, I'd had this like weird taste in my mouth. You know, like when you go to the dentist and they numb your mouth, and then afterwards it's still a bit weird. I had this weird taste. And as I describe this, I feel like anyone that's listening that's been through it is going to know exactly where this is going. Then on the morning of the appointment with him, I'm brushing my teeth and I go to spit my toothpaste out, and it just like, I can't spit my toothpaste out. It's like I've lost control of my mouth. And my first thought was, it was very much like, I assumed the symptoms of a stroke. I mean, it is similar to the symptoms of a stroke. And I kind of put that together with the numbness in my mouth. And I'd been eating confinement food, which was stuff I hadn't had before. For those that don't know, my husband's Chinese. And I thought maybe I was having an allergy.
You were like, is this just what pig trotters taste like?
Well, maybe. I was like, maybe my very Western constitution is not compatible with this lovely with this food. So, and I hoped it was an allergy, of course, because I'm like, otherwise something terrible's going on. And I called my gynecologist, and he said, it sounds like Bell's palsy. I know that you know now what it is from me, but had you heard of it before?
I just know that my dean in college had it, and but I never really, put two and two together.
Okay, so what happened over the course of that day, as we went to the hospital, we went to the appointment, and as the hours went on, and the minutes even, my face just got more and more, numb's not the right word, like just all of the muscles just stopped working on this side and just started to droop, and all the nerves just stopped. Everything just completely stopped, and I paralyzed. Everything was completely paralyzed on my right side, and it's pretty terrifying. And I had booked an appointment for later that evening with a ear, nose and throat doctor, but while I was at the hospital, it was just getting worse and worse, and my husband was like, no, there's an A&E here, you are going to A&E. It was terrifying. So 6 days after I had this beautiful baby, and I wanted to take photos and I'm going to say see people. I actually was on the fence about having too many visitors anyway. And then suddenly this, you can't talk, you can't eat. I mean, you can do all of those things, but with a lot of difficulty. And of course, the way you look, keeping in mind at this point, I was already, when you have a baby, particularly if you've gained lots of weight, but even if you haven't, you don't feel like yourself, right? You are an alien in this body that's doing this bleeding and producing milk. And, in my case, had a C-section, so been sewn back together through the stomach. And on top of that, I lost my face, and I'm still recovering. And the scary thing with Bell's palsy is you don't know if you will recover. So I, as I say, that was 5 months ago, just give or take now, and I am still recovering. I'm kind of curious to see how this will look on video, because I can see it sometimes and sometimes can't.
Well,
can you see it?
No, I cannot, but I know what you mean, because you're always your own harshest critic. So absolutely. I get it, but also I talked to you when it was a bit different than now. Yeah, and there's been a huge change. I feel like you're like 95%
for sure, for sure, and I so things are much better now. So that was what happened. What were we talk about comedy. So, and then I was like, well, of course, one of my first thoughts is I can't talk, and I certainly don't want to be seen in public. Am I ever going to get back off stage? So I thought, well, as soon as I am better, and feel like myself again, I'll get back on stage, which I did. I can't even remember when. It's been a good few weeks.
It feels like it.
And it felt amazing to be back. And I'm finding that I am a better joke writer now, which I'd love to say is some miracle of childbirth. It's probably that at the moment I'm on maternity leave and I have much more chance to write. And honestly, like as things get busier, as he gets older, I probably writing less than I was at the beginning.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah. So, and I am going to headline Comedy Masala on June 16th. And I'm really excited about that because it is a lot of brand new material and it's stuff that's going really well when I tell it. So yeah,
it's I guess it's pretty unique stuff because there's not many people in the local scene, at least, who have just given birth.
There is not. So yeah, I mean it's kind of has its audience, I guess. But what's tricky is that is not relatable to everybody. So I've really I used to talk about dating, and dating's very broad. But childbirth and having a baby is more niche.
Well, that's the thing, right? Yeah. Do people watch comedy for something which they can relate to personally, or do they watch comedy just for something different?
So the first time I went back, I went to Lemon Stand and I just had a 5-minute spot and I had all this stuff in my head that I was going to say. And I got on stage and my mistake, because I was very out of practice, was to say, who here's got kids? Which is such a hack thing to do. I shouldn't say a hack thing to do, but it felt to me, like a...
You thought you would get a positive response.
And just silence. So I didn't do any of my new stuff. Okay. I just went back to old stuff, which was...
But that's an assumption as well.
Yeah. It was completely wrong. Now, I'm like, first of all, I never ask who's got or who hasn't got kids. That kind of came from being a bit out of practice, I think, and a bit nervous. And now I have worked in how to make it relatable to everybody. Well, I am, if anything, look for the people that don't have...
has been a child.
Well, yeah. If anything, I look for the people that haven't have kids and talk to them about the absurdity of it all.
Right. So, that helps. So I feel like there's always a way to make it relatable.
Yeah. So, but if you want to hear how I do that, guys, comedymasala.com, June 16th, and it's actually selling really well. So please come. Not as well as your shows, though. Oh my God. Can we talk about that?
We can. There's no children. There's only my childhood in my show, Slowosexual. So I've been just doing, I feel like I just did it for the 10th time in Singapore.
10?
Yeah, 10 times.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And it's just been doing very well because I think partly because of the culture pass. Singapore culture pass. In Singapore, everything has to be, the government tries to help where it can, right? Yeah. So in this case, Culture Pass is government. You can use basically government money to pay for the whole ticket. So getting onto this scheme has helped me really broaden my reach. Yeah. every time the show just sells out, and it just feels so good to be
amazing.
To just be valued that way, I guess.
Well, it's fantastic.
I mean, maybe they hate the show, but like
I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, I went to the Nebulous Niang show, hated it." I haven't come across that exact review yet, but maybe they know we're close and they're not telling me.
Yeah, I think
could be that. It could be that, and then they're telling all their friends, "Go see it, you'll hate it," and then everybody goes, and the cycle continues.
And I just wanted to share something interesting as well. So apparently there's going to be this play called Girls, Girls, Girls.
Yes.
And it's basically a play about the true stories of lesbians in Singapore. As written by a gay guy, but never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I don't know how I feel about that from the perspective of patriarchy.
The perspective is patriarchy always wins.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So just, get that out of the way. But so it's cool because the whole concept of the play is verbatim theatre.
Okay.
Which means so basically the playwright, he interviewed different lesbians, real life lesbians living in Singapore, including me.
Yeah.
So what he did was he basically, based on the interviews, he excerpted different parts of it. And so the play is going to be our actual words, like the words of the people who were interviewed. And I'm going to be my story will be featured on the play.
I can't wait. I'm going to be there.
We're going to watch it together.
Yes.
And if this episode comes out in time.
Yeah.
I think it's playing in June, right? So it's all going to make sense with your show.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a great month.
It's the same week.
Yeah. Yes. And June is Pride Month.
I love that.
Yeah, so I'm very excited. I get to do like all these like really fun queer shows, some private queer shows, some public queer shows. I know my whole life is a private queer show, but I'm even going to Phnom Penh to do one of the queer shows there.
For Pride?
For Pride, yeah.
That's so exciting. And this is the first year I can go to Pink Dot.
Oh my God.
I got my PR this year.
Oh my God. So, have you been wanting to go to Pink Dot?
I've always wanted to go to Pink Dot.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You sound surprised. You're like, oh my God. Is that like me saying I want to go to the Merlion? And you're like, oh my God.
No, it's like you being like, I hate going to the Nebulous Niang show.
Oh, okay. No.
It's because Pink Dot is like the Singapore version of Pride. And my joke about Pink Dot is that they is like the only Pride parade allowed in Singapore, and it happens in Singapore's smallest park. So they squeeze like 20,000 homosexuals in Singapore's smallest park.
Okay.
And we're just trying to avoid the 10,000 people we've slept with and not called back.
I've heard you say yes. Okay, yes. Okay.
It's just very warm.
It's warm as in I thought you meant warm as in welcoming.
Okay, that too, but also sweaty, like too sweaty.
Okay.
For me. Maybe I'm just privileged and spoiled because I am Singaporean. So they only allow PRs and Singaporeans to go.
Yes.
Not all these foreigners who like meddle with our affairs.
I know. Well, I'm not coming to meddle with anybody's affairs. Okay, I'll be too sweaty for that, apparently. But I'm really excited. I really want to go.
I'm excited for you. Maybe we should go together.
I just assumed. I didn't think that.
No,
oh, sorry.
You go ahead.
Oh, I'm not going there with all those lesbians. You go, Sasha. Yes, so I'm excited about that. How are we doing for time, my love? We are kind of at time. Do we want to cover anything else for this episode? I feel like it's been very Sasha heavy, and I realise
you haven't talked about your baby.
Oh, I had a baby. I know. I spent 25.
The baby itself, not your boobs.
25 minutes talking about my body in one way or another, which is basically what happens when you have a baby.
I mean, it's a lot.
But along with the body changes, there's a baby.
He's so cute.
He's so cute. He's gorgeous.
He really is.
JJ, and he's 5 months now.
That's so quick.
It's gone so quick.
Right?
Yeah, and he was
born on what? Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah, we can bleep it out.
He was
born. He was born earlier this year. I don't know why we wouldn't
just
be able
beep
to
it out.
say
Beep it out.
I don't want anybody to pretend to be him.
True.
That is true. Although if they have like kneecaps and the ability to use their thumbs,
JJ.
He's not his real name. His real name is not JJ, but I call him JJ. It's not his full name.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's not his full name. We won't say his full name.
No, we shan't, because I don't know it either.
Oh, okay. Joyce is his godmother, incidentally. She's doing a superb job. I'm going to talk about you being godmother on the next episode, though. So
okay. The surprise to me.
What, you were godmother or those?
That we're talking about it on the next
Oh, I just want, we are.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool. I have a bit of time to prepare.
No, it's not a test. You failed anyway. You don't know his name. You do know when he was born. So I had a baby. He's absolutely gorgeous. He looks, do you know what's so funny to me is I had this thought in my head he was just going to look like his daddy. I don't know why. He does, but he also looks like me. And I don't know why, a little bit, but I wasn't expecting any element of, for some reason, I just had in my head he would be 100% his daddy. And actually he looks a lot like my baby.
What was that based on?
Nothing. I don't know. Low self-esteem. I'm not sure. But he doesn't. He does look a lot.
Which part looks like you?
He looks like my baby photos, strangely. I'll show you.
But I can see also, without having looked at your baby photos, I can see how he looks 100% like your husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Joyce. Thanks. Thanks. No, you're not invited to Pink Dot. Okay. It's yeah. So he's fun. He's lovely, and
you have to tell them I'm really good with your baby.
He loves Joyce. He loves her. She is fabulous with him, and he just loves you so much. He was here a minute ago having a cuddle, which he loves. He's so cute, but we won't show him on the podcast because I mean people already have his date of birth, and now they have his face. They will definitely pretend to be him.
He'll become AI baby.
He will become an AI. Oh, he looks like a little AI baby.
What baby does not look
that
like
is true. AI. That is true. But yeah, so that's the baby. I mean, he doesn't do it. He's just started to roll over.
His neck is very strong.
Yeah, now he's like looking around.
Yeah, and I like how his head smells.
Oh, his baby heads do smell really sweet.
I love baby head smells.
Yeah, they do.
I love babies.
It's yeah. Would you like me to leave and him to do the next episode with you? It's he's but yeah. So we have banished him for the day though, not alone, because he's a lot of things, but he is also noisy.
Oh, he's not.
He's not podcast friendly, I would say.
But like people like baby sounds, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell them to come and babysit then, because no, I won't keep going on about him because for those people that don't, because those people that don't like babies might be like, oh, this podcast used to be funny. Now all we've heard about is Sasha's numb face and her baby. Boring.
Well, but it's about Sasha.
This episode is
a little bit about me sometimes.
It is. Well, yeah, no, the whole podcast is. Wait, is it? The whole podcast is about me. Oh, in that case, tune in for the next one. Joyce is not even going to be here.
I'm just a lighting person.
There is some truth in
if
your.
If you could see what we were looking at now, there's like 500 lights around us, and none of them are doing a good job.
Yeah, it's
because I was the lighting.
But that's because my main sofa in my house just has 10 ton of baby stuff behind it, which it would have taken me a week to remove. But they come with a lot of stuff, babies, don't they?
Everything.
So much stuff. Just he has taken over my whole house, as he should, because he's lovely. Anyway, we are at time, and we better say goodbye. Guys, please come and see me headline Comedy Masala on June 16th. Go see is it Girls? Girls.
It's a play by Wild Rice, and I think it's showing in June.
It's the same week there. Yeah, same week.
Yeah, maybe you'll see us there.
You will see us there June 18th.
Yeah.
Not on the stage, just in the audience.
Yeah.
So don't look at us, look at the stage. Very important.
Well, sometimes they can look at us.
Okay, a little bit. And maybe Pink Dot also.
Maybe.
Where I will be brandishing my PRIC, which I worked very, very hard for. And that's it. So guys, thank you so much for listening. This has been the Comedy and Custody Podcast. I've been Sasha Frank.
And I've been Nebulous Niang.
We'll see you on the next one. Bye.